What's up, y'all? I go by the name of MJ Olden, as you may already know. If not, hello, my name is MJ Olden. We are currently in the living room of MJ Olden. Excuse my thumb. It's it's January 30th, 2020. It's a little after 9 p.m. East Coast time, and I want to do something a little different and give y'all I guess a little up to date video or what have you. We are a little over a month removed from the release of Imitation of Life. Um, so I guess what I want to do is kind of give y'all an idea of how everything came to be, and in order to do that, we have to go back about 3 years or so. Um, so it's 2016, and I decided, I was going to put a project together called Imitation of Life, and the concept was a little different than what it is now. Um, I was listening to the 1999 album by Prince, and I was very like heavily influenced by the sort of like punk new wave type of vibe that he was going with, and the sort of funk elements and everything. So I wanted to kind of do an homage to that, and you know started out okay. Wasn't really feeling it towards the end, and I just went through a lot of a lot of different lineup changes and uh, track listing and trying to get the overall sound that I wanted, because originally it was more heavily in the sort of socially conscious type of thing. And I decided I didn't want to do anything that was, I guess, preachy, for lack of better words. I didn't want to make that kind of album and be labeled as, the conscious rapper or something like that. You know what I mean? I think every artist deep down fears being categorized or put into a box. So anyway, over the years, I kind of started to get the hang of what I wanted to do and where I wanted to go with the project. Um, I was still producing for other artists. I did a track, well, a couple tracks actually with a cat named Junchi Young. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Um, that's my Brody. Uh, you know what I'm saying? He's a cool guy. Heard one of my joints on YouTube and reached out to me, said he liked it. Was doing some stuff with my partner Eccentric, um, whose album is coming out in about a week or so, about 2 weeks. I got a couple features on there, a couple joints I produced. I know for a fact. I think he did use one. I'm not sure if he used the other one, but did some stuff with him. Did some stuff with my homie Bay, Blessed and Young. We did the Take Me Serious joint. Think he got another one on the way that I did some producing on. But yeah, so we fast forward about October 2018. Actually, we got to rewind. I got too ahead of myself. So we go back to October 2018, and my laptop gets reset back to factory. I completely fucked it up. I don't know how I did it, but I ended up losing a lot of the material that I was working on. So I had to start fresh. Um, just sitting in front of the keyboard and ended up coming up with Oh No, which turned out to be a kind of pivotal moment for me as an artist and as a producer, because going into that was the first time I had been on stage in about 4 years. And that night I performed Oh No, and the crowd fucking loved it, and I was like, yes. I knew, I knew I had a hit at that moment. So months go by, and I'm writing and producing. Like I said, I'm working with other artists and everything. Um, I'm in the car with Eccentric one night. I'm like, yo, this Imitation of Life album has to happen. And he says, all right, look, I'm going to give you a date, December 20th. I said, okay, cool. So I get to work. I'm over at his house recording. I'm recording at my house, getting things done. I finally got my DistroKid account and everything, Lander for the mastering and everything. Getting everything together. So December 20th, the album comes out. I'm like, man, this is like, every artist's dream. Uh, the love and all the kind words that I got. It was just too much. It was very well. Not no. Let me take that back. It was overwhelming, but I appreciated every bit of it. People were calling me at like 1 o'clock that morning. The album dropped at midnight, and people were calling me at like 1:30 that morning. I got to be up at 6:30 to go to work the next morning. Telling me, they fuck with the album and everything. And here we are now, about a month later. Numbers are climbing. There, I mean, I wasn't expecting, hundreds of thousands of listens right away, but it's doing pretty good. I was just glad that my homies fuck with it, and yeah, I'm doing pretty good. My my laptop is down again, but I'm gonna try to find a repair shop or something and take care of that. Um, I mean, all I can say is everything is everything. About to get back to work pretty soon. Doing some stuff with my brother Dewey. Got a couple features with him. Home base. Home base is on the fucking way. Mark my words. Home base is on the way. Home base is something that I came up with last year. Yeah, about a year or two ago. Something that I wanted to create that was for artists by artists. And not only that, but there are no real labels in the Washington D.C. area or the DMV or whatever you want to call it. Um, but yeah, there are no real labels in the area. And I wanted to do something that was sort of like Motown esque. So that's on the way. I'm working very very hard towards that. Could work a little harder. I'll admit that, but I feel everything is going to play out the way it's meant to play out, and I'm just glad that I have the people on my side and who got my back and everything, and everybody who's on this journey with me. Just very grateful for the love and the support, and we only going forward from here. So I try not to be too lengthy, but that's that, and I appreciate everybody watching this video, and that's about it. Peace and love.